Welcome to ApexToOval, episode 38. I'm your host, Alex. That's your host, Jack. We didn't have an episode out last week. I kind of messed up and didn't bring my computer home to edit the video. So, whoopsie. Let's start with some F1 news articles. Crashgate trial starts. Cool. Felipe Massa is trying to cling on to something that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Just deal with it. Like, I get Crashgate did affect the championship, but like, Lewis didn't have an issue with that. Like, it wasn't Lewis's fault. It was Renault. You should be suing Renault, not F1. But whatever.
Yeah. I think it's funny that this stems from an interview from 2023. Like, this isn't even something at the time. This is well after the fact. There was an interview from Eccleston that was like, we knew it was on purpose, but we didn't do anything about it. And that's what the lawsuit's based around.
Yeah. Like,
so long after the fact.
Yeah. Like, as long as Lewis doesn't get his... At this point, I think the FIA would literally give Felipe Massa the championship. Because they are making some questionable moves towards Lewis. We'll talk about that a little later, though, when it comes to the Mexico City Grand Prix. But, cool, Felipe Massa's suing for money.
Yeah, it's like, what, 64 million euros? 64 million pounds, actually, not euros.
Yeah, something like that. Like, okay. Whatever. I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a silly little lawsuit. It's like the 2311 Front Row Motorsport lawsuit. I actually am paying attention to it because that's actually serious. But this Felipe Massa lawsuit doesn't matter in the grand scheme.
We've got serious NASCourt and unserious F1 court, which feels the reverse of what it should be with the vibes of the two.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Do you want to get into the next one?
Yeah. So, despite what rumors indicated, the only team that breached the cost cap in 2024 was Aston Martin, which we knew, and it was only the minor offense. And I'm sure you saw this as well. There were a lot of rumors leading up to this review by the FIA releasing that there was another team that breached it, and there were some serious offenses that happened, and no.
Yeah. Like, I think the main team that everyone was saying was McLaren. But guys, they just got lucky with upgrades. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
it didn't happen, and I don't know where all of that information was coming from. Like, I think there were even some people reporting on it, like, clearly, before actually really checking with it. But
yeah, I don't know. I saw a lot on social media, specifically Twitter. People were like, "Oh my God, McLaren breached the cost cap. Ferrari's the Constructors' Champion of 2024. We've won something." And it's like, guys, you're pulling a New Orleans Saints. Stop.
Oh my God, Saints fans, no!
Like, cut it out.
Why'd you have to bring them into this?
You lost. All right, it's okay. As a Ferrari fan, it's okay.
I
Next
think
year is our year, damn it.
With respect to Saints fans, there was actually an offense that went unpunished there.
That's true.
In this case, in this case, I'm not so sure.
No, there was not. No, McLaren didn't do anything, but it is what it is. Speaking of it is what it is, Jack Crawford was named as the reserve and third driver for Aston Martin in 2026. Another American.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, at some point,
go.
it's just as a reserve driver. I mean, Drugo never got a seat, right? So we'll see. But
yeah, Fernando needs to retire, and Jack Crawford needs to take his spot. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Like, I love you, Fernando, but if that car isn't good next year, you gotta go. Because you performed a little bit in 2023, and ever since then, ever since the first half of 2023, you have not performed well. So, it's time to go. Speaking of time to go, Sam Mayer was told he's not going to Phoenix. I'm so good.
I was waiting for that. I saw that. I was ready to pull that one out if you set it up for me, but
Oh no, I needed one good one because I am so bad at transitions. Ryan Sieg will be replacing him in the 41 for Phoenix. He didn't make the championship for it, so it doesn't really matter. But like, that's just really fun. He did this because he retaliated against Jeb Burton at the end of the race, like after the race ended.
Which hopefully most people saw him turning Jeb Burton after the race, wrecking him, having an exchange with Jordan Anderson, who owns the car, apologizing to Jordan Anderson, but saying Jeb Burton deserved it, which I will not comment on.
I think that Sam Mayer and Austin Hill need to duke it out. There can only be one bad boy in NASCAR Xfinity Series.
As far as things go, I do think that Jeb Burton has a reputation of deserving it.
Yeah, but
I'll put it that way. Yeah, but Austin Hill is one of the
danger drivers.
Widely understood worst people in the Xfinity garage. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Like he is.
I still think they need to duke it out.
Yeah, you know what? I'm here for it.
Whoever loses has to leave the Xfinity Series for ARCA. and they just bully ARCA.
But Ryan Sieg, I think that Ryan Sieg being the call here is interesting because he races for his own team. Like, yes, he is a Ford driver in Xfinity and has been for a while, but that's his team. That's his own car that he drives. And so him hopping to the Haas factory team car feels significant. Like it's, I mean, a sign that clearly, and he's shown this time and time again, that he belongs in the series as a driver. And it's not just that he runs his own team, but, you know, clearly people think pretty highly of him as a driver for him to step in here.
Ryan Sieg to replace Cole Custer for Haas factory team in the Cup Series?
I don't know about that.
Maybe?
I think Ryan Sieg would need some family connections to get that seat.
Damn.
No comment on why Cole Custer has the seat, but
God damn it. I don't have a transition for this.
I will. It's not a transition, but I believe 2 weeks ago we talked about Justin Haley getting fired. Last week we talked about Justin Haley's replacement, although that never ended up making it out. Which, you know, by the way, fun fact, Daniel Suarez in the 7 car.
Yep.
As we all thought. But now Justin Haley gets a job. We get to finish this saga with Justin Haley going back to Colleague, but this time in the Truck Series for the new Ram program.
I don't really understand the decision. He deserves to be a Cup driver, or at least an Xfinity driver, to let him chill
What
out
seats
for a bit.
are open? Colleague, I mean, this is our next story,
none,
so we can kind of bridge it. But Colleague is pausing their Xfinity program, or next year the O'Reilly Series program, until Dodge decides to join that series.
I'm cutting that. You know, I'm just gonna do myself. I did it. I thought you were gonna stop, so I could say that, and you just didn't. And I was, you know what? Never mind.
I am so sorry.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Boom. Sorry. All right.
There we go. There we go. I didn't know if there was a delay. I was really tempted to join, but I didn't want it to be just off sync.
That would make it even better.
You know what? That's a good point. That's a good point. But yeah, so with Colleague shutting their Xfinity program, I mean, there really aren't competitive Xfinity seats open, right? You already have guys who should be full-time in a good car, splitting time in a good car. Like, you know, you have Raja in the All-Star car, essentially, right? Meanwhile, Junior Motorsports has Allgaier and Quapple both fighting for a championship this weekend. Like, it's kind of a crowded series, which is weird to say when it doesn't feel like there are a ton of huge Cup prospects there next year. But I don't know what else was open to him. And we know that this Ram team is going to get a lot of investment from Ram. So this is, as far as things go, I mean, he could carve out a career as a career career trucker Xfinity guy in the way that a few drivers have done. And I'm sure that would suit his skill level. It's just, can he find a role for more than a couple of years at a time?
Yeah. One thing I do want to say, though, I really wish they Junior Motorsports gave Raja the full-time seat for that 88 because it is a fast team and it would give Raja a chance to really like show his skills in that car. I'll still take half a season, but I'd rather have him in there full-time. Maybe sponsorships weren't there. Who knows?
And at least he's in it for the part that like matters, right? Because it's the All-Star car. None of those guys can come down for the playoffs, so.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Speaking of coming down or not coming down, NASCAR's counterclaim did not come. Wait, shit. NASCAR's counterclaim was dismissed. Screw it. We're just gonna get right to the article.
Yeah.
Pretty much, NASCAR was trying to countersue 2311 and Front Row, saying that they kind of got the teams banded together in a little picket line so they could, get better deals on the charter agreement. And the court said, absolutely not. Screw off, which is good because NASCAR has pretty much gotten all the calls in this saga so far. So I'm happy to see that they finally got shut down for once.
Well, I think it's worth clarifying that NASCAR, the big call that NASCAR got was in an appeal. Like the original decision did not necessarily go their way. But yeah, this is a pretty clear loss for NASCAR because not only did they get this counterclaim that was kind of a joke thrown out, but the fact that it's thrown out and the fact that they made people litigate this kind of joke of a lawsuit really puts you in a bad standing like with the court. I mean, that won't affect the jury if it does go to a trial by jury, but it's not a great way to build favor with the court on the whole, by forcing people to look into and prepare to fight this when it's generally unsubstantiated.
Yeah. Speaking of NASCourt, got him. Let's go.
Hey, there we go.
NASCourt Part 2, Electric Boogaloo style. We have Kyle Busch suing an insurance company.
Yes. Yeah, so Kyle Busch announced, was this yesterday? I believe this was yesterday, that he and his wife were scammed by an insurance company. They purchased misleading life insurance policies that were marketed to them as safe retirement plans. And they are suing for an out-of-pocket loss exceeding $8.58 million. Damn.
That's like his entire salary for the year. Actually, how much does Kyle Busch make?
That is a good question. Information on driver salaries is not super available.
Which is really stupid, by the way. Like, I think their salaries should be public.
NASCAR does not want the financials of the sport to be super public. I think that is something that we've learned through all of this NASCourt saga. Because from what we found out from, like, Denny Hamlin, it costs about, I think it was $18 million just to run a car, something like that, for a year.
Yeah, it was a lot of money.
Which you get...
I thought it was more. I thought it was close to like 20 plus.
I was going off of, I think it was Eric Estep that put it out.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was. I thought it was upwards of 20. Like I thought it was like 23 million or something. I don't know. I might be wrong.
But yeah, I think Denny put out 18 million. It might not have been Estep, but I thought. Yeah, okay. It was him commenting on about 18 million it costs to run a competitive Cup car per year, based on what Hamlin said. Which, from his math, the average charter makes about 12 million from NASCAR, which is something that we've learned from the court files, because that's the only way to get like the charter agreement public. And you have another gap there that's covered by sponsors, and then that cost doesn't include the driver salaries, but it's speculated that the driver salaries can be up to like 10 million.
So their earnings used to be public, but it stopped in 2016. But you can go on a spot track and find their salaries race by race too. So for like Charlotte in 2015, it was $108,000, 705.
Is this just the purse?
I think no.
Or is this their actual annual salary?
I think it's his. Well, it has their salary from every race. Like for Sonoma, he got $315,000, but from like I don't know, like Talladega, he got $134,000. So maybe it's the purse money.
I think that's the purse that gets paid to the team. If it's sourced from NASCAR.
Maybe it is, but I mean, he would be making a couple $1 million a year, which I feel like would be on par for NASCAR.
Yeah, I think it's
for the top drive. Like this is Kyle Busch at his like peak. Like, this is like 2015 Kyle Busch.
It's speculated that, like from Front Office Sports last year, Kyle Busch is earning like $17 million driving for RCR per year. Denny for JGR is about 13. He was in second. Truex, who was still driving at this time because this was in 2024, was earning over 10 million. And then Brad 9. But there are Daniel Suarez actually for Trackhouse was 8th at 4.5 million. But it really does drop off pretty quickly.
Is he worth 4? Like I don't know. Whatever. Kyle Busch has a lot of money. But yeah, that's it for NASCAR news and the NASCourt issues. In IndyCar, Marco Andretti retired, and there will be no Andretti in the Indy 500 for the first time since 2005. And by that I mean like Andretti the car is still going to be in the thing. I'm pretty sure. Right?
But Andretti the family driving.
The family, yeah.
Which obviously
is nuts.
Since 2005 means since Marco Andretti started racing the Indy 500, but it is significant that it is a small fraction of the overall history of the Indy 500 that is not included in Andretti.
Yeah, and his family used to race before then too, so like.
Oh yeah.
That's
well, I mean, of course, they're legends of motorsports.
Yeah, especially Mario.
And it's not just that he's retiring, it's that there doesn't really seem to be another in the pipeline just yet. You know what I mean?
They gotta start producing them. We need more in the pipeline.
we're kind of done with Andretti's for a minute here.
What is the oldest Andretti? Okay, I don't, because we need to know when the next Andretti is going to be popping up in IndyCar. We need an Andretti in the Indy 500, damn it. Marco, you couldn't have waited a couple of years? Like, goddamn. Let's get into our topic of the day. And I'm not going to look that up, but maybe someone in the comments will know. Who cares? All we know is that Andretti is not going to be in the Indy 500, and that's sad. What if Heim and Zilisch do not win their respective championships? Because as we know, Heim and Zilisch are very cut clear above the rest of the grid when it comes to race wins, top 5s, top 10s, top 20s, poles, all that. And they're the two best prospects and probably the two... I mean, I'd put them higher than a good chunk of the Cup drivers too, but they're up there for best driver for a specific non-Cup Series season. And Corey Heim, actually, if this was a full points season format, he would already win the championship. He's 100-plus points in the lead going into... Or he would have been 100-plus points in the lead going into this final race. And he might not win it. I mean, I'll give you guys an update. I posted on my socials about NASCAR 25, but Corey Heim did not make the playoffs the first year in NASCAR 25 career mode. So, yeah. What do you think will happen? Do you think they'll mess with the playoffs? Because there's going to be some outrage. I'll tell you that much.
I think that it doesn't matter what happens. I think they're going to be messing with the playoffs. I think it is at this point all but an accepted fact that next year the playoff system will look different. I mean, you even had reporters acknowledging that, saying that like this week at Martinsville is probably going to be the last elimination race at the track. Because whether they switch to a 3-race championship round, whether they switch up how the playoff format works entirely, it is likely not going to stay a 1-race championship. That much is already clear, without something like that even needing to happen. If it does, I mean, that definitely could be called the nail in the coffin, but these conversations have already been happening. And yeah, I think that Corey Heim losing this championship would be as insane as, say, Dawson Sutton winning it.
Yep. Oh, yeah. So people who don't know, I've been playing NASCAR 25, and Dawson Sutton won the NASCAR Truck Series Championship in year 1 of the career mode when I was in ARCA.
Yeah, which is not Corey Heim.
Not Corey Heim. Corey Heim didn't even make it.
Yeah. But, and we talked about this coming in, how, like, these guys had such a lead in playoff points that there was no way they didn't make the championship. But now they have a 1 in 4 chance, right? I mean, it's going to be a little bit better than that because they are better than the field, but there are so many things that can go wrong in a 1-race span. And you also could just not show up with a great car, right? This could not be your best track relative to someone else. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, Zilisch, I mean, he's still learning a lot of these tracks, right? Which is insane to think about.
Yeah, and he's not in top form like he was earlier in the season as well. I think he doesn't have consecutive top 5 finishes anymore. He lost it like a couple weeks ago, and then like now, like the past 2-3 races, he hasn't finished in the top 5. My memory serves correctly. I'm gonna fact check that while you talk.
But yeah, I think that the noise is gonna get loud if they don't each win their championships.
Yeah, I think it's a disgrace if they don't, and that's that. I have no other thoughts. I think it's also a disgrace if Denny Hamlin doesn't win it, but that's for another reason. So
I think that there would be a lot less outrage if that happened. I'll put it that way.
There's going to be zero outrage if Denny Hamlin loses the championship.
On that topic, just talking about playoff formats in general, if you go back to the Winston Cup points format, Christopher Bell is in first, and he did not make the championship 4. Which, if you want to talk about a driver deserving it over the whole season, Christopher Bell is up there with anyone, really, and he's not even getting the chance to race for a championship. So.
Where'd you see that?
I don't know, on Twitter. There's an account that always posts the updates of the old standings.
I need to look that up, because I want to... Oh, here we go. Nope, I found it.
You got it?
I found it.
Wonderful.
And he's verified. Or they're verified.
Well, that just means that they paid money to Elon Musk. But yeah, with a 29th place finish or better at Phoenix, Christopher Bell would clinch back-to-back championships.
Why?
Because as a reminder, he also should have won last year.
Oh, wait, that was the 2024 standings. I lied. Sorry, let me go to this one. Hold up. Where the hell is it?
Denny is 7th in this year's.
Oh, wait, hold up. This guy just didn't... He hasn't posted it yet.
What?
Has he? Am I...
Are you looking at the same account as me? It's just NASCAR Winston Cup Series standings.
Yeah, I am, but it's like only has posts from 2024. So let me go on to X, because I'm not signed in, so that might be why.
Because yeah, it is like the most recent.
Yeah, hold up.
The most recent posts are all post Martinsville.
There we go. Okay, I have it. Denny Hamlin will be 7th. That is wild, and he'd be 400 points off at first.
Yeah.
He has 6 wins on the year. That is nuts.
Christopher Bell would have a commanding lead into his 2nd championship in a row.
And you know why? Well, hold on. Wait. I don't... Why does that not... Okay, no, sorry. I'm just looking at, like, the stats. Denny has more top 5s. He has 5 less top 10s.
Look at the average finishing position. That tells a lot of the story.
Yeah, 50.
The wins help offset that a bit,
Yeah.
But it's
But
the
how
consistency
far
just
is
hasn't
three
been there.
positions for? Oh well, I guess it's 3 positions for 35 races. That
Yeah,
would add up.
exactly.
Yeah.
Um,
Damn.
but
Damn.
yeah, wild to think about, isn't it? And
Yeah.
Zilisch would
That
have
is wild.
clinched after Martinsville, um,
Yep.
pretty handily.
Hamlet
Uh,
or Heim would have clinched fucking as well.
yeah, I mean, Heim would have been close to breaking the record set when there were more races on the schedule for the most points in a single season.
Yeah.
Um, and Honeycutt, who's in the championship four, wouldn't even be in the top like eight.
Do
He
they
would be
have that on there
ninth.
too? Do they have trucks and Sweden on there too?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, they do. Oh, okay.
But
Look,
I've always found these interesting to look
look
at.
at how many drivers there are. Dear God.
105. Oh wait, I'm looking at trucks. That might have been Xfinity.
103.
Uh,
There's been 103 drivers in the Xfinity series this year.
yup.
That's disgusting. There's Carson Ware. Dude, Carson Ware is live on TikTok like every day. His streams always pop up on my TikTok, and I'm like, dude, are you even a NASCAR driver? He is. I found that out. I'm like, I know your brother's in the Cup Series, but like, I didn't realize he was also racing. Yeah, Connor would have clinched, and then Heim would have. Heim smoked him. Dear God, he's 500 points off his second with one race to go. Holy crap!
Yup.
My God. Cliggy is 34th in the Truck Series. So
Hey, he's above
He's
Kyle
ahead-
Larson with an average finish of 1.5.
he's ahead of Kyle Busch. He's ahead of Ross Chastain. He's ahead of Carson Hocevar.
Yeah, I find these fun to look at.
He's ahead of Connor Zilisch, William. They
Think about what life could be like.
Oh, and they have the cool Oh my God, that is so cool.
But yeah, and the pinned post
Like
from their pinned post is
Yeah.
every championship if it was decided by this full season points system where Jeff Gordon would be a 7-time champion. I think we might have talked about this. Harvick would be a 4-time champion. Kyle Busch would still have 2, but a different 2.
Truex would still have 1. Elliott would still have 1. Larson would still have 1. Byron would win 23. When
Blaney.
Wow, Blaney, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's been the narrative, is that Penske's got it figured out as far as winning it, but that the
Wow.
titles are kind of fraudulent. And look, not a single one in that stretch. 2018, 2022, 2024,
Yeah.
2023.
Petty would still have 7. Earnhardt would still have 7.
Well, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, you know.
Waltrip had 3, or would have had 3. I don't know how many he has now. But...
Matt Kenseth rule, they say, as Matt Kenseth has 2 championships in this full season points format.
Oh my God. That's somebody. Stewart has 2. Who are ones that didn't win? Like, Jimmy Johnson would only have 3.
Correct. Where Jeff Gordon would get 7 instead.
Oh my God.
Yeah, ain't that something?
I'm gonna post while we're looking at this. We're gonna post I'm gonna make sure to get the tweet, and I'm gonna post everything that we've been looking at, so you guys can see it too.
And Bell would be getting his 2nd this year. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's actually wild.
Yeah.
Let's go straight to Mexico Grand Prix. Recap.
All right.
We're just gonna skip NASCAR this week. Pretty much everyone that should have won or did what they needed to do.
Hey, Taylor Gray won, which was neat, and then I think like
Taylor
his
Gray won.
dad or someone got suspended indefinitely from NASCAR.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's so funny. But now we can actually go through the championship 4. Larson, Byron, Denny, Briscoe, all in the Cup Series. In the Xfinity Series, give me a second. Playoffs. Zilisch, Quapple, Allgaier, and Jesse Love, who was trying to not make it in last week.
He was
Makes
doing
it in.
everything he could.
Did you watch the race? after the fact because, dude, he was literally doing everything. I was texting Jack when the race was going on. Everything. He genuinely did not want to make the championship for. Like, it was bad.
Yeah.
But he did, and he has a shot to win, and I'm happy about that. He's the other driver I wouldn't mind winning it in the Xfinity Series, but I do want Zilisch. And then in the Truck Series, you have Corey Heim, Caden Honeycutt, Ty Majeski, and Tyler Ingram. So, yeah. Funsies. Let's talk about Mexico Grand Prix. Lando Norris was your winner. That's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the FIA being racist to Lewis Hamilton. If you guys didn't know, Lewis Hamilton got a 10-second penalty for something he should not have gotten a 10-second penalty for. And they set the precedent that what he did was wrong. He went off track, gained advantage, even though he was ahead, and he got pushed off track, but, whatever. And Leclerc and Verstappen went off the track, gained an advantage, and didn't get pushed off, and they never got penalized. So...
I was going to say, surely Max, accelerating to go off track was deserving of a penalty. But,
yeah. Lewis Hamilton should have a podium. Screw you, FIA.
Good weekend from Lando, though. He's taken over the championship lead.
Yes, he has. And he's put a gap to him and Max as well, who with Max...
Max did not get the 8 points he needed on Piastri this weekend, correct?
That is, I believe, true, because Max Verstappen finished 3rd and Piastri finished 5th.
Yeah, so the gap right now is 35, which means that, the gap to Piastri needs to be slightly more than 8, but also Lando now jumped Piastri in the standings. So...
what is third gap?
1 point between the two.
No, I mean, okay, so he needs 35 for... Yeah, he needs 35 for Oscar with 4 races to go, and he needs 36 with Lando with 4 races to go.
Which basically goes from 8 points per race to 9, which is kind of nothing, but...
Yeah. Well, He basically needs He basically needs to win every race and have Lando and Oscar finish 3rd or worse, both of them, for the remainder of the season. But it's not over till it's over. I said it's not going to be over until the final race of the season. I think Max will bounce back in Brazil because it is supposed to rain allegedly. So we know what happened last time it rained in Brazil. 17th to 1st. And Lando finished 4th or something like that, and Oscar finished 5th or something like that. They finished not in the podium. So, championship is still wide open. Then you have Las Vegas, Qatar, and then finally Abu Dhabi. So, we'll see how that goes.
Hey man, FIA makes some calls. It could be close. It could be even tied going into that last race.
If FIA makes some calls and stops being racist, Lewis can get a podium. But, I mean, they've proven they're racist over time. I mean, we've seen it for years with Lewis that they kind of target him. So, yeah. Let's make some predictions. We have Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup all at Phoenix.
Championship time.
Now, I meant to tell you about this. I will give you one of them. You can pick which one you want out of those two.
I have decided to let you have the favorites, and I am going to take the meme picks.
All right. Well,
to be clear, we are making championship picks.
Yes,
because
we are.
This is under the assumption that the champion wins the race, although that does not always happen.
Yeah. Well, it happens to the Cup damn near every year, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're only picking out of the championship 4. But I have decided that Alex, you get the favorites. You get to rage if they don't win, alongside the entire fan base. So obviously for the Trucks, that means
I have Corey Heim.
It's Heim time,
baby. Yeah.
So I have Tyler Ankrum. I was gonna pick Caden Honeycutt, and I decided Ankrum would be funnier.
Dude, Ankrum was the only driver out of the top 4 in this real life scenario that made the championship 4 in NASCAR 25.
Aha! NASCAR 25 knows. They know. Dawson Sutton is
know.
going to win this race somehow.
I don't think he won that race anyway last year. Or well, technically this year in the game, but that was wild. See, because I was like, who? Oh, Corey Heim won the championship because he's at 100 overall. Nope. Also, speaking of 100 overall, Scotty, another transition. I got Connor Zilisch for the NASCAR Xfinity Series championship race. He's fast, he's quick, he's the best goddamn prospect in all of NASCAR, and possibly one of the best prospects in all of racing. I gotta go with Connor Zilisch.
Gimme Carson Quapple.
Yes, sir.
I think that Allgaier has been really good this year. I think that Jesse Love has been pretty good in his the non-junior motorsports car here. Quapple has been clearly a tier below his teammates, and it would be really funny if he won it.
Yeah. I did have to say, Jesse Love is a very good prospect. I would argue third best prospect in all of NASCAR, but he cannot finish a race in first to save his life. Because he's had a lot of chances this year, and he's threw them all away. It sucks. It sucks.
If I may, I think that part of it is because he's wearing number 2, so he's not manifesting a win. You know who is manifesting a win? Carson Quapple in the 1 car.
I had to bring it out. My signed Jesse Love.
Wow. I'm taking your silence as admitting that I am correct, and Quapple is going to win the championship because he's driving the 1 car.
Yes.
Which means great things for Ross Chastain's future.
Exactly. And for the Cup Series, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I have Denny Hamlin, and this is his year, and it's his championship to lose.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out who the funniest pick would be. And I think that it's Chase Briscoe, because I think it would be really funny for Denny Hamlin to finally come into a championship race with a great shot to win it. All this talk from Alex of like, this is his year all year long. He finally gets there. And right at the end, teammate that is first year at JGR, boom, wins the championship in front of him.
I don't think I'd want. Joke, but I think I would stop watching NASCAR for at least a year. That would hurt. I wouldn't be able to watch next year. I just couldn't do it.
To be clear, Chase Briscoe, mega talented. He was carrying SHR on his back while that organization was dying around him. He's shown it all year. He's clearly deserving of being in the championship 4 and would be a deserving champion. Certainly more so than any of the other guys in the championship 4 per that full season points, right? He is second to Bell in those standings. So I'm not saying he's a meme pick because he wouldn't deserve it. I just think that first year at JGR versus Denny Hamlin, years and years, getting it done would be crazy.
In the Winston Cup race, because he's 111 points behind, but he's not shaded out yet.
Yeah, he is technically alive. Bell, I think, needed a minimum finish of 29th to seal the championship. So there are scenarios where Briscoe would be able to win it, but I don't see Bell finishing 29th. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I do like Chase Briscoe. He's fast. His season stats, let's just go over his season stats real quick. You know Denny's 6 wins, 4 poles, 14 top 5, 17 top 10s, average finish of 14.2. Briscoe, 3 wins, 7 poles, 15 top 5s, 19 top 10s, average finish of 12.5. So Briscoe has been the better driver overall all season, but I still think Hamlin is coming into this confident. He's coming into this with a vengeance for previous seasons, and I think this is his best. Literally, this might be his best shot at winning the championship in his career.
I will jump in and say that I think that Briscoe has been more consistent week in, week out. I don't think that better driver is fair in a format that is based off wins. I think that Denny should get credit for winning 6 races.
Yes.
I think that we're talking about consistency with the full season points format and all of that as far as like a deserving champion, but I think that it's pretty easy to claim that Denny has been the best driver this year solely because he won all of those races.
Yeah, I think he's been the best driver purely off of speed. I think Briscoe's and Bell have been better over the course of the season. But I would still put Hamlin, because again, I think this might be his highest win total in the season, maybe?
I don't know. I'd trust you on that. You're the Denny fan.
I think it is.
um,
He has 60 wins, but like, I don't think all-time career. No. Okay, he's tied this. Okay, in 2010 he had 8 wins. He finished second. In 2019 he had 6 wins. He finished fourth. In 2020 he had 7 wins. Finished fourth.
yeah, he did have a lot. I could have told you that for 2019, 2020.
Yeah. So he's had a lot of wins before. Has never been able to put it together. His closest was 2010, where he finished second, and 2025, where he is currently second. So
I do find it very funny that he finished third, like, in the standings in his first full-time season. And that's basically as good as it's been for him. Because, I mean, he's finished second a couple times too, but, like, to get so close year one and not get the job done.
He's made the playoffs damn near every year. They've been a thing, other than, like, 2013. So, it's 2013, he had finished 23rd. That was a rough year, 1 win. He's only had, and this is actually kind of gross, full-time seasons in the Cup. Denny Hamlin has had 1 season where he has not gotten a win, and that was 2018. Every other season of his career, he's at least gotten a win. And most of those, he's gotten multiple wins at least.
Yeah.
He has been unbelievable in his career, and I think he signed a 1-year deal for next season with JGR, but if he does win this championship, I just need him to ride out on a high. I love Denny. I want to see him keep racing, but if he wins the championship after 20 years in this goddamn, series, I'm going to need him to ride out on the sunset in a good way, instead of next year where he might disappoint and I'll just be sad. So,
Yeah, I feel like that doesn't happen in NASCAR as much as it might in some other series.
Yeah, that's true.
Guys like to hang on and race races on occasion. Jimmy Johnson is racing a couple here and there. Martin Truex will come back for a race here and there.
Yeah. One driver I wish came back and raced here and there is Harvick.
Yeah,
I miss Harvick.
he seems happy doing TV and cheering on his kid.
Podcast, dude. He has a great podcast. Happy Harvick, if you haven't seen it. But yeah, I like, even just for like the Daytona 500, like, just come back for a race. Like, I miss you, Harvick. You are one of my favorites. Also, like, I don't know who else I'd want to come back, but Harvick I know is one of them. I know a lot of people like Carl Edwards can still race, but like he doesn't want to race, so I wouldn't even want to make him come back. But I like seeing him on TV for Amazon. So, yeah. There will be no games tonight.
Instead, double games, game off post championship.
Yeah, there'll be a
what do
game
we think?
Post championship. I agree. You know what? How about this? Next week, championship. We'll run over the championships for all 3. We won't talk about the news. Full games. Multiple games.
All games.
And then we'll talk about some other things as well, like a main topic. But
yeah, we'll have to do a news dump the week after. But next week it's championship, and it's our own more important than NASCAR championships games.
Championship predictions that we made at the beginning of this.
Oh yeah, of course. I thought that was a given.
Then games. Oh, I did.
Yeah.
So yeah, championship predictions.
No time for news. No time for news in the championship megapod.
News. If you get that reference, you're a homie. You get that reference? New news.
No.
You have to be lying. Anyway, that is it for today's podcast. I know. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? Yeah, I know you want to say something.
There is nothing in my head.
You brought the mic to your mouth. What do you want to say?
I was just gonna say no again.
All right, well, that'll be the podcast. Denny Hamlin's winning a championship. Jack, any final thoughts?
What jersey are you wearing right now?
Give me a second.
You're gonna wish he was playing quarterback this Sunday.
I think Mac. Some drops. I also have. Give me a second. I need to find it.
No disrespect to Mac Jones. I just think that you're gonna wish you were in like 2019 again.
I also have a second drops jersey.
You got a Garoppolo pillow, man.
I might have it with me. I can't bring it out right now. I also have. This is still going to the pod, guys. You guys see exclusive content. I got a Patrick Willis Pro Bowl jersey.
Oh yeah, well, I got the Cars hat that's not easily accessible right now. Take that.
And then for Halloween, because Halloween is on Friday. I don't know if you can still hear me right now.
Oh yeah,
Halloween
I can.
is on Friday, and this is who I'm going to Halloween as.
Ooh, you're gonna scare some rich white people that own sports franchises.
Yep. I'm gonna go as Kaepernick.
You're gonna spook them. That's also, yeah.
Also,
Presumably, you mean by going as Kaepernick, you mean wearing the jersey? Yes.
Yeah, I'm not doing blackface. I'm just wearing the jersey and I'm kneeling and raising my arm like that. That's all I'm doing.
Okay. I just wanted to
no,
make sure that we didn't have a Justin
there will be
Trudeau
no
situation on our
blackface
hands.
going on. I'm not Justin Trudeau. I also have this.
Kenny Galladay, New York Football Giants.
Baby. You
Wow.
might not be able to read the names, by the way, on the back. They might be flipped. I'll try to change it in post, but yeah. Anyway, that's the end of the pod. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed. Also, check out our social media, our TikTok, our Instagram. I will eventually, when I have less work at school, try to put some clips together to post on there because I've been slacking, but mostly due to school. So, yeah, like, subscribe, follow us on all the socials. Jack, any final thoughts?
Go Carson Quapple.
And go Denny Hamlin.